Hello student, I welcome you all. Today we are going to start a new prose chapter from your textbook Bal Bharti, unit number 2, chapter number 2.2, Nature created man and woman as equal. Students, this is a brief write-up about a progressive household in northeast India. In the write-up, the mother discusses with her 12-year-old daughter the topic God created men and women as equal. So, open page number 30 of your textbook and let's start with the warming up activities. The first one is study the picture given on page number 30 of your textbook and note the difference. Students, you can see in the left hand side the first picture is about a boy is going to school while a girl of the same age is doing household chores. If you see in the right side of your book, you will see in the second picture both the boys and girls are going to the school. Now see picture number 3, left hand side. A woman is carrying water pots on her head and also holding her baby, while in the right side a woman is teaching in a school. Coming to the set 2, you can see again two pictures are there. A boy and a man are shown sharing the household chores, leaving the woman to do other work. And in the second picture, right hand side, men and women are working in an office together at an equal level. Now look at the C part of the question. Question is, which picture reflects gender equality? Write their numbers. And of course, the answer is very clear. The picture on the right hand side of A and both pictures of B reflect gender equality. Moving to the next question, D. Write down any two slogans on gender equality. Student, you can do this as a homework also, and let me give you two examples. The first one is, let's have peace and unity, for all give equal opportunity. Second one is, men and women are all the same. Please stop playing this discrimination game. So students, I hope I am clear up to here. Now moving ahead, come to page number 31. Can you read the name of the chapter? Yes, Nature created men and women as equals. However, the meaning of this write-up is very much clear, yet I want to add some points in it. It means God has sent men and women to the earth to share the joys and sorrows of life equally. So let's start with the chapter. Sit with your notebook and pencil and write down all the important meaning and other grammatical terms. First para. The house and its surrounding are a sight of peace in the early morning of April. It nestles by the side of a small stream of crystal clear water. The stream tumbles down the green mountain only 2 miles or so away. There is a stretch of hundreds of acres of fertile land rolling with yellow mustard flowers between the mountain range and the house. A garden is in front of the house. Trees of many kinds varying the flower of various hues and fruits grow on all sides of the house. Explanation. Student, the first line of this write-up is telling us about the time when the story is actually started. It's the month of April. In fact, the early morning of the April. It nestles by the side of a small stream of crystal clear water, means this house which is surrounded by a beautiful mountains, and river is also flowing by its side. Stream means river, and it has clear crystal water. Clear crystal means very clear water. The stream tumbles down. Tumble down means falling. The green mountain only 2 miles or so away. So almost for the stretch of 2 miles there is a beautiful river which is flowing by the side of the house. There is a stretch of hundreds of acres of fertile land rolling with yellow mustard flowers. And then we are told that the area, the stretch, the extending of hundreds of acre fertile land is filled up or rolling. Rolling means extending in long gentle slopes. So this area is covered with beautiful mustard flower. Mustard flower means yellow flower. Between mountain range and the house, there is also a beautiful garden in front of the house, which include many types of the trees which are wearing the flowers of various hues. Hues means again color, beautiful colors, and fruits grow on all sides of the house. Coming to the next para. The courtyard smells of jasmine, which blooms in bunches of white pearls. The fragrance mingles with the thin smoke that rises from sweet-smelling incense sticks. The burning incense sticks are glowing at the altar of God in the middle of the courtyard. Student, this para also gives us the detail or the beautiful description of the house. The courtyard. Courtyard means the open area in front of the house is filled with the sweet fragrance, or you can say the sweet smell of jasmine flower, which are blooming there and looking like white pearls. And this fragrance, as I told you, the sweet smell of jasmine is mingles means the mixing up with the smoke which is rising from the altar, means the place of worship in middle of the courtyard. Coming to the next para. Ashangvi is in her reading room and is busy writing an article. She is a middle-aged mother of 3 children and a journalist and women's rights activist. Lantoi, her younger daughter, enters the room. She is an intelligent girl. Today she looks thoughtful and she takes a seat by her mother's side. At the sight of her child, Ashangvi lovingly asks, "Have you finished your study, my dear?" "Yes, mother. I finished it last night. Today being Sunday, I want to do something interesting," Lantoi says, and waits for her mother's response. "Tell me what you want to do," Ashangvi asks her, quite amused. "Mother, tomorrow I am going to represent the Siroi Lily House as a speaker in a symposium at our school. The topic is God created men and women as equals. Will you spare some time to have a discussion with me?" Lantoi presses on her mother. Student, this paragraph is introducing us with 2 main characters of the story. First one is Ashangvi, who is a middle-aged lady and a mother of 3 children, and by profession she is journalist and also women's right activist. Lantoi's second character, who is the youngest daughter, very intelligent. She enters the room of her mother, and today she is looking very thoughtful. Thoughtful means she is absorbed in something else. She is thinking something and sits by her mother's side. So when Ashangvi, her mother, saw her, she asked her lovingly whether she has completed her work or not, whether she has completed her study. So Lantoi said, "Yes, mom, I have completed my work, and because today is Sunday, and she wants to do something interesting, something different." Lantoi says, and looking for her mother's response. At this, her mom Ashangvi asked that what she wants to do. She said that tomorrow I am going to take a speech. She is going to represent the Siroi Lily House of her school as a speaker in symposium. Symposium means a meeting at which experts have discussion on a particular subject. So she told her mother that she is going to participate in the symposium which is going to held in her school. So, and request her mother, ask her mother whether she can spare some time for her so that they can discuss the topic. And the topic is God created men and women as equals. Lantoi presses on her mother. Presses on means persuades someone to do something. Coming to the next para. Lantoi has just had a discussion with her father on this topic. Tomba, her father, is a husband supportive of the activities of his wife and a loving father. He is a lawyer and a social worker who advocates the cause of women. He is always proud of his wife, the two daughters, and the son. In time of need, he extends his helping hand to his wife and children, to the society at large. He does not discriminate between men's work and women's work anywhere. He shares equally with his wife in doing the household chores like cleaning, washing, cooking, and feeding the children. Had he not shared in these activities in the way he does, his wife would not have been a successful professional. He wholeheartedly believes in equality irrespective of the class, religion, and gender. In his discussion with his daughter, he laments over the great injustice done on the woman in the society, telling her, "My dear child, the world is still full of inequalities. We have to find a way to bring equality between men and women." Students, this paragraph is telling us about the third character, Tomba, father of Lantoi, who is very supportive husband and loving father. He is lawyer by profession and a social worker also, who always advocates, or you can say who always support the cause of women. He always proud of his wife, and it's because of him that his wife could achieve success in her life. He always extend his hand, helping hand, to his wife and children whenever they need, and he never discriminate. Discriminate means treat one person or a group better or worse than another in unfair manner. Tomba equally helps his wife in doing the household chores, whether it's cleaning, washing, or cooking, or feeding the children. He always help her, and he wholeheartedly believe in equality irrespective of the class, religion, and gender. Gender means fact of being male or female. So, in his discussion with his daughter, he laments. Laments means expresses grief or sorrow over the fact that still there is lots of injustice done to the woman. He is also telling to his daughter Lantoi that, "My dear child, the world is still full of inequalities, and we have to find solution for this to bring the equality between men and women." Students, the remaining part of the chapter will be in next module. Thank you. Keep learning.